don't fail because they're incapable, they fail because they never tell themselves the truth. We live in a world obsessed with shortcuts, motivation hacks, and overnight success stories, but the real truth that nobody wants to talk about is that growth demands discomfort, discipline, and the willingness to confront the parts of yourself you would rather ignore. Today's conversation isn't about perfection, it's about the moments that break you, the habits that build you, and the philosophies that quietly decide who you're going to become. It's about the support you accept, the failures you survive, and the discipline you choose when no one's watching you. This isn't a highlight reel. This is the part of a journey where excuses fall apart, honesty becomes a tool, and lessons learned in private shape how you act in public. So, as we dive in, think less about who you have been and more about who you're willing to become. Because the truth is simple, life will only rise to you when you meet that level of discipline, your resilience, and your willingness to grow. I'm Vikrant, and I'll be your host in this episode for Podcast Leader. Hope you have fun watching this episode. And today, let's welcome my guest, Mr. Sandeep.
Hello everyone, I'm Sandeep Sinha.
So, for those who don't know about you, what you want to just give a short introduction of yourself, like where you're from and stuff.
Sure. First of all, thanks for inviting me and
You're
giving me this opportunity to
thank
talk
you for
about talking about myself. As I said, I'm Sandeep Sinha. I've been in US for more than 12 years now. I go back and see my childhood. Been in a middle class family, having a decent schooling. Um, One thing I would really um, give credit to my parents is in my home from the childhood itself there is two things been given a lot of value, which is the education and discipline. Initial days what I saw it in my parents how they are managing it, it is helping, and I do believe
yeah.
those habits,
Are,
and I say call it term as atomic habits. These are really really great and we should do it. So in this podcast, um, we'll be having more conversation.
yeah.
We'll discuss more in detail with some example. We'll see how youth like you
Yeah.
should focus what to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone needs to know this at some point in their lives, and it's better to know early than late. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hope you watch this video. Just as the basic, right? Who were the biggest influences in your life and why?
Yes. Very good question. Three
Yeah.
phases of life will have a different person. Uh, your parent definitely play a very big role.
Yeah, like
They are
childhood.
the real influencer if you see. Correct.
Mhm.
The parents are the biggest, but every phase of the life will have different influencer. If I divide my life in a 10-year bucket,
Yeah.
every 10-year bucket, um, the first 10 year, I do believe my mother,
Mom.
because I learned a lot. She was a homemaker, and I learned a lot how to make the bonding correct with the
Yeah.
people, and that's what I learned from her. The bonding piece, how to make sure that everybody is being respected,
Yeah.
integrity. Those things I learned from mother. Those
That's very important. I mean, you need bonds in life, right? You can't just survive all yourself alone.
yes,
And
age from 10 to 20 is very very critical. What you want to be in the life, that's 10-year window decides.
so basically, like teenagers and young
Teenagers,
people like me.
yes, and
Yeah.
you are at that phase right now.
So everything decides from here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like you are at the right phase. Whatever you want to be in the life, this is the
Yeah.
time you have to start. If you, my father, he is like very disciplined. He was from CBI for a few years. Then so I
CBI.
learned the discipline from him. How to be disciplined.
Oh, CBI agent.
How yeah.
Of
How
course,
to be
discipline.
how to be focused. Correct. How yeah. Those who don't know about CBI, back in India there is like how you have FBI in US, you have CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation. They do
Cool.
the investigation of the cases which are not um, directly managed by the police. They need more help, more detailed
Yeah.
investigation. That's where CBI got involved. So my father has served there. So that thing was there in my father. So he's disciplined. I learned from him. And then my teachers, few of my teachers have definitely helped me to think about it, like
Yeah.
what I should be coming in. And I think that's the phase, though I was kind of a mediocre kid in terms of study, but I can say you that's the phase learned a lot about reading habit and all. Because of my father, he has that habit of reading.
Oh well,
So that's I
that's
got it
important.
from there.
That's
Yeah.
so as
So
a
here I will stop myself.
yeah
Now, as I said, that I'm trying to be 10 year
yeah
bucket. Now you are in that bucket, correct?
yeah
Now, if I will ask you, but tell me about you are in that bucket.
yeah
What is your who influenced you more? How you are getting influenced from whom all you are getting influenced?
I say my dad for because first of all he gave me the opportunity to run this podcast, which is a pretty big milestone in my life,
Yeah.
and he has taught me a lot about how to deal with pressure and in just general stay disciplined around people and accept them, and if they're not your people then just ignore them, which is like important of course because like you don't want to be hanging out with the wrong people, right? So my dad taught me a lot of that, and he told me to choose kindness over violence, which I absolutely love and hope to find it more. And I just like my father, so he's always my idol.
That's
But
it.
yeah,
That's very important.
you know,
Father is definitely playing a very very crucial role in anyone's life. Kind of a bookish person. He used to read a lot of book. I got it from him. Uh, he was very good student. He when I started my higher studies and all, went into college. I think that's the time I do see that a lot of things has changed on me because I went out from the house, home. I was staying with friends there. I
yeah.
got to know a lot of things, and it will be like eye opener. First year, I was very bad. I did very bad in my engineering first year.
Ooh.
Even I got some red number in my engineering first year because of
Oh.
like I was simply overwhelmed, and I was really like it was I was not able to cope up like
Yeah.
that. I got some good teacher in my
Yeah.
college. That helped me a lot, and I started doing very good in the study in my engineering college, and that helped me. So that's where teacher. Your, the first influencer
Teacher,
is your mother. Next is definitely your father. Third one is your teacher.
mother, father, teacher.
Teacher, yeah. So with that faith, and you are in the professional world, some influencer try to see how they are doing it, how they are coping up. There are a lot of people. What kind of people you have to follow, correct?
Yeah.
Very, very important to follow a correct.
Respect everyone.
Yes,
Make sure you're like using your time wisely, and just stay disciplined.
exactly.
Okay. So talking about discipline, what was one habit like that like influenced you in the direction you like your life went?
The way I would like to
Mhm.
answer is you cannot get disciplined by just one habit or something.
Yeah.
Put himself like when the kid is like 6, 7, when he start understanding your things. Parents should start.
Yes.
He's laughing.
No, no,
You want to say
yeah.
something?
No,
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
broke my character when you said 6, 7.
Yeah.
Like I've seen so many kids on the internet go 6, 7.
Yeah.
My bad. You
Oh
can
yeah. Oh
continue.
yeah. Discipline is the way you live your life. If you are disciplined, it's like if you suppose that today somebody will tell you, "Oh, take this book, read it." Correct.
Yeah.
You will read 2 days, and after that you will, oh my god, it's so boring. I'll
Uh,
close. That's where you are not. So discipline and consistency should go together.
you need to keep up that motivation to be
Mm.
disciplined and consistent. So like,
Thing. It's not that one habit which can make you disciplined. It is like whatever you are doing in life. If you make a plan that okay, from tomorrow I will be reading 15 minutes of a novel
book.
or a book,
Yeah.
whatsoever, irrespective of what else thing has happened, you have to,
I have
and
to.
you have to force yourself initially,
Mhm.
because you. So what happened? You have to condition your mind.
Yeah.
Correct. You have to condition, you have to send a message to your mind. No, I will study. Able to at least open the book, read
Yeah.
one page so that your consistency is maintained. Just embody 2 or 3 words: consistent, discipline, and time.
What do you like if you were to give like the youth like one piece of advice about just discipline, just like a basic overview,
Mm.
like what would you say to them?
For youth like you,
Yeah, for just discipline.
so whatever you are doing, you do it. Like nobody
Yeah.
is stopping you to do. Correct. It's just like be consistent.
Yeah.
So for youth, whatever they're starting, don't break the chain. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
When you said you'll get it, like success,
Yes.
how would you define success that's like
Success is also for everyone. Success is different.
different?
Success means you are satisfied what you're doing.
Yeah.
You are also looking at your family. Correct. I
Mhm.
find myself very, very fortunate that I got a world best son, I believe. And look, my wife is very, very supportive. The two things, these two person. Now, so once you are in that phase where your career is one thing, your family, your kids, your success definition changes.
Yeah.
If you come back home and you see them smiling, you see them happy, you will you will forget all your tension.
Yeah.
Now my definition of success is I'm doing good at my career. Can be done, keep doing it. But it doesn't mean that for that I should sacrifice my family time
Yeah.
and I should sacrifice my kids' time. And that's my
Yeah.
definition of success. But money is definitely a very big factor.
Yes.
But money is not the only factor.
Mhm.
Now, being a you tell me what is success mean to
Success basically there's the more emotional side and then there's the more logical side.
you. Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna talk about the emotional side first. When I mean success, just make my parents happy and proud of me.
Yeah.
And when I think logically, I say just make like achieve something like a medal or get good grades like any average middle schooler, and then make myself happy.
Yeah.
Because
Your success
yes,
definition. That's why if you go and ask a 10-year kid, his definition of success will be different.
he's gonna probably say like, I wanna get a
Eh?
billion lollipops,
Yeah.
and that's my success story.
I do a lot of co-creating. Correct? So I got some influence from somewhere. So I do live life in my 10-year bucket. I plan it. Okay, for next 10 years, let's target this. For next 10 years, let's do that.
Yeah.
So as I said, like for this 10-year, my success definition is keep growing in the career. Correct?
If you had to share one life lesson with the world that you believe everyone has to learn something the hard way, what would it be?
There are few things which your good college, good university will never teach. Correct? They can get good strategy going to those university. They can get good planning, opportunities and all. Uh, one thing which they will not learn, and I do know that it comes with the hard way, is dealing with the difficulties. Giving an example, uh, there is an IT company where something is going on. You know, you hire 10 people. Out of 10, might be 2 people are very difficult to manage.
Yeah,
Your college will not teach you how to
manage
manage
your
the
people.
difficult person.
Yeah, I think
So
that.
dealing with the difficulties is, I believe, and sticking to the time. For leaders, how to motivate your team when you have some failure scenarios, correct?
Yeah,
Because you cannot skip from failure. It will come.
it will come at some
It will
time.
come. So that will also not. It comes as a hard way.
Yes.
Dealing with the failures, how you will motivate your team when things are not going good. So these few things, like dealing with the failures, difficulties, and handling a difficult player in your team, and taking it with a failure. When I say failure, again, failure is a different meaning for different person. Correct?
Yes.
Somebody is doing anything, and if it is not able to do on time, it might be devastated for him.
Yeah.
Um, so being a leader, they will not learn from institute or from university. It will come with
Yes.
the time and come with experience.
I First of all, I'm not a good reader and I want to read more, but any books that you would recommend any young kids who want to like be a leader and want to stay disciplined, are there any books that
Oh
you want to
yeah,
talk about?
so I think James Clear, if I recall the name correct, they're called Atomic Habit.
Atomic Habit.
Yes. The first three chapter is awesome. Every youth like of your age, first thing should be that you go ahead and read that book. Small habit, 1% improvement daily.
Is
That's
enough.
make a huge change in your life. Um, how it happens? Like suppose that for a kid, if he is waking up daily morning, let's make sure he clean his bed.
Yeah.
That is one small habit every day he has to do.
Yes. I need to do
So,
that. Yes.
so for you, do this book will give you these kind of a scenarios, correct?
Yeah.
Small habit. As in the beginning, also in the beginning of this podcast, I was telling that it cannot be that this you do this and you will
Yes.
be successful.
It has to be like collective.
Collection.
Yeah, this all kind of like ties up because like you gotta make these habits,
Yeah.
and then to make those continuing, you need consistency, and that's part of getting a better. That's part of being more disciplined.
Yes.
So like it's like a big circle of like life philosophy.
Yes.
So that was your life and my life. So let's talk about life philosophy, the main part of this podcast. We're gonna talk about discipline, motivation, failure, success, and support. And hope you guys learned a lot from this video. I mean, I truly learned quite some things about discipline, like just from 10 minutes of talking.
Yeah.
And that's why I love podcasts, because I can learn from people who have experienced things. And it's just, so talking about life philosophy, right? How do you see the relationship between discipline and motivation and like the long-term progress?
These two words, discipline, motivation, is goes hand. Um, I'm giving you example. I'll start with example.
Yeah.
You are motivated to build a six pack. Suppose somebody is motivated. Oh, this 2026, let's make a resolution. I'll make six pack.
Six pack.
Yes, that's his motivation. Yes, he will start doing it. He will go to gym January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th because he's motivated. He's highly energized. He'll go and do it. But after that, if he's not disciplined, then what will happen?
Body.
After 6-7 days, he will stop going.
Yeah.
Correct. And
His
that's
sleep
where
will
I say both discipline and motivation is like it has to go in parallel. Example, you know Virat Kohli.
Yes.
He's so disciplined. He's so disciplined. His father expired. He went to the ground next day and he played the game.
Yes. Tinku Singh also, his father recently just passed away, and he was at the game fully passionate, and I think that's like he's very disciplined and motivated for the team.
Two words since you asked about motivation and discipline. Motivation will give you a kick. Correct. Like
Yeah,
I want to get topper in the class. I want to be topper in the class. Or I want to go and climb the Mount Everest or anything like that. That's motivation.
Yeah.
You should be there. If it is motivation is not there, means you're missing something.
Yeah. So basically, it's just like the startup launch, like when you're going to Mars in a spaceship, right?
Yes.
So like if you don't have that fuel, you're not gonna run it to Mars.
Oh yeah.
So like I think that's for those who like astronomy or rocket ships.
Yes.
That's for you. So discipline.
And then discipline is where it will take you there. So if you need to cross the line, you need to be disciplined. To kick off, you need to be motivated. But to cross the line, you need to be disciplined. That's the difference. Now I will give you one more example about that.
Yes.
There is a British cycling club. I'm talking about 1950s, 60s. Sorry.
Yeah.
There was a British cycling club. I read in somewhere. That club was never doing good. And then one day they hired some other coach. And see why they're not doing good. Now that they see when the coach came, he see that okay, players are motivated. They wanted to do good, but they are not doing good. There is something is missing.
And that might be.
Yes. Now what happened? He said, okay, couple of things. We cannot just do an overnight success. Today we
Yeah,
are not doing good, and tomorrow it will not happen that we'll sleep and next day morning everything will be green.
yeah. I'm
Correct.
gonna get 6 packs and I'm gonna just
Yes.
skip gym forever.
So it will
Yeah,
not happen. Now what? So he started looking into, and that's what I said.
yeah.
Small habits. Started observing everything. Disciplined. He make the changes. Small changes, like he looked at cycle height, the seat size, your cycle different system and all.
Yeah.
And each thing he did is changes little bit. It took some time, but after a year and so, that club started doing good. They win all the tournaments of cycling in the UK.
In,
It happens just with discipline. They focused on a small habit. When I say small habit, it's like small changes. Correct.
yeah.
What they are doing it wrong in terms of like their bike, what they're riding, or the way they are sitting, the way they are
Mhm.
braking. They started focusing on each and everything, and when everything is like
Intervene.
they came together,
Yeah,
they started doing good. Correct. Then it is not with the player; it is more with the process,
yeah.
and it came. That's what they were motivated to win, but they were losing those discipline. Right. The, they found someone good who helped them to identify the gap,
So
and that's in our life. We need a good influencer. They will help us to identify the gap, because if we are doing it, we'll not know what we are doing wrong.
yeah.
The coach helped them to identify the gap. Then
Hmm.
they started making the change. Even though they identified the gap, they took time. Correct. They started making one change at a time. He did the same thing, and team started doing good. And for next couple of years, the club was champion. Like they won the
Yeah.
championship because of those changes.
Again, it takes a lot of
A
time
lot
and
of time. Yeah.
um. So talking about like motivation and discipline, if look, let's just look at jobs like CEOs, right?
Yeah.
So like, how can CEOs or just like leadership roles use discipline and motivation in their lives, like as a leader?
Whoever is the CEO or those board of leaders,
Yes.
they are very disciplined. One thing, very focused, and they know to identify the people who will work for them. I cannot do everything, correct? So
Yes.
they know how to judge the people, how to identify the correct people to do the correct work. Identifying a gap, first thing, identifying the correct resource to fix the gap, keep team motivated.
So, if there's people out there looking for jobs, they should showcase themselves as they're disciplined
Yes.
and they're good workers that stay consistent. So, like, there's like the other people who are like, picking them can see their potential
Oh
really.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So, like, for those who are looking jobs, for you,
That's yeah.
yeah,
You don't need to be like
top
everybody
class.
cannot be like a player.
Yeah, like
Correct.
I'm not a Harvard graduate
Yeah.
who's gonna work, who took 500 billion computer courses in the world class
Yeah. Yeah.
teachers. Yeah, you need consistency to get jobs,
Yes.
especially
You
in
need
this
to
world.
show that you're focused. You need to show that you are disciplined. You need to show that you know what you're doing. At least like a B player should also know that what she's doing.
Yeah,
Correct. And then you need to know that when to raise the hand. Yes, boss, this is not going good. I need some help.
yeah. Basically, just everybody has their own
Oh
ideas,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the part that leaders do is to make sure they're disciplined and motivated, so all those ideas come